It's that part. Oh, at the end.
Oh my God.
Honestly.
I mean, it's like Del Boy and Rodney, honestly. Welcome to Wright At Home, the podcast. We are loving being with you guys, and we have had so many amazing messages, so just want to say thank you. And if you can, please like and follow and subscribe, because it really helps us, and we obviously are not going anywhere. We are back, and it is the three of us. Tally's hi.
I'm back.
She's
Feels
back
good
from
to be
her
back.
trip. How was Tals? Tell us.
It was fun. Very nice to escape January. One of my biggest words of advice is to, if you're going to book a holiday for your year, try and book it in January, because being able to just escape the UK, if you live in the UK, in January was very nice.
Yeah.
Very grateful for that. Change of scenery, even though it wasn't like boiling, it was sunny every day and just somewhere different, which was nice to get after Christmas and all the mad.
Just to feel the
hustle and
sand in your
bustle.
toes and that sun on your
Yeah,
skin.
it's just like the sun every day waking up.
rain.
It's like therapy, that just alone. Did you, obviously it's Valentine's Day this week, did you have any nice date nights in Dubai? Any recommendations?
Yeah, we went out for some dinners. I mean, the food in Dubai is just endless. Eat from breakfast, lunch to dinner, even if you're not at like a top restaurant.
Yeah.
Just anything. It's just the best.
Everything.
Even it sounds so
Supermarkets,
stupid. Like
yeah.
we went for a Nando's for a casual lunch once. The Nando's there is like 10 times better
Really?
than the UK. Like it's unbelievable.
Really?
It's just, they just don't do it wrong out there, I've got to be honest. They just don't.
I like their fruits. And you're in the supermarket when you see all their bowls of fruit.
It's funny
all
because
prepared
I
and
went to the
beautiful.
supermarket to get like just silly things like a little easy peeler and bananas for like when I go to Pilates or something. And they're like, the easy peelers are like that big. Like huge,
Easy
bright.
peeler, you mean like a satsuma?
Like a satsuma, yeah.
That's what
And
it's
ours is
called,
like
isn't
as big
it,
as a
Mum?
walnut.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Ours
a
are like
walnut
that
size.
big, and this was like this big. It had a big stalk on the top of it with a leaf hanging off.
Like a really bright green leaf, orange, yeah. They do
Bet the
things
smell-
right.
Yeah, and I bet the smell was beautiful.
You go into the supermarkets and like the fruit and veg is layered into like big towers. So like if you want a carrot, it's like Jenga carrots are just like that. Not just
So
a
like
bag
they
of old
even
carrots.
organise their
There's people walking
vegetables.
around just making sure it's all perfect. It's crazy.
There's a job
Mad.
for organising veg in a supermarket. Yeah.
Makes it more appetising when you think about it, you want to buy it more. When you see fruit and veg,
I do.
looking like that,
I mean, we
not
don't
like-
cook out there because we're technically on holiday, but I do walk around and think I wouldn't mind picking one of them nice bright orange carrots that are like this long. But I
Much
don't know what to do
nicer,
with it.
yeah.
And you went horse riding over there?
Yeah, went horse riding, which was fun. I mean, that's totally different to how I horse ride here and where I keep my horses. It's like,
Is it a dream?
I think you two would actually like horses if you came to Dubai.
We love horses.
Because
We
it's
love horses,
like,
we're just not very good at riding them.
yeah, but you don't
Speak for
love
yourself.
you
I was a
don't
good
love
rider.
coming to the stables. Whereas if I
Yeah.
had horses out there, I think
Yeah.
you'd be there every day. The
Love
pair
it.
of you. There's a
Especially because of weather.
clubhouse, serves alcohol, serves food,
Stop
drink,
it.
breakfast.
There's a clubhouse at the stables.
Yeah, like
Oh,
a
we'd
massive
be
like golf
members.
clubhouse thing. It's at a polo place. There's like all the member that you have to be a member. And there's like a swimming pool. It's like like a leisure centre. There's like an outside swimming pool.
Oh,
It's
really?
crazy.
It's just crazy.
It's
isn't
just a
it?
different world out
Different
there.
world.
It really is. But it's amazing.
It is the best.
I think I need to move to Dubai.
So many people are, aren't they?
And so what did you get up to this week?
This week, we had a really good week with Presley. Like I said, it's always peaks and troughs, and he's been a very good boy recently, bless him. And I went to separate from that, I went to a therapy session called EMDR. It's about eye movement, desensitizing and reprocessing. So what the theory of it is basically you discuss some kind of trauma in your life or something that you need that might, something that you kind of feel like you want to lose.
Cleanse out your body.
Yeah. And then I'll talk you through it. So it was with this woman called Annalie Howling. And she, I knew about her because literally just through word of mouth, and it kept popping up. And I was like, do you know what is this thing? Had a look and I was like, you know what, I might benefit from that. So we spoke. She's actually just brought out a book, but she, what you do, so I turned up, I was there for 2 hours, and you discuss things in your life that could potentially be classified as, traumatic or anything that, and you'll be surprised, like you'll sit there, mum, and think like, oh, there's nothing in my life. But actually, like when you go through it, you're like, shit, there is. Like everyone has got some kind of trauma. I don't know about you, Tally, but I'm sure there'll be something. And then obviously as you get older, well, hopefully not, but you know what I mean? Like there are things, anyway, my list was about as long as my arm when I actually went through it all. And so you go through it all, and then she asks you bits and pieces about them all. And then at the end, you have to almost choose one to hone in on. So I went with one of them, and what you do is you tell her every detail about that specific time, and then she writes it all down, and then she sits with you. She comes and sits right near you, and you close your eyes, and she talks through the whole scenario from start to finish in real detail, right? You've got your eyes closed. Then she says, right, now open your eyes. You open your eyes, and then you follow her fingers, like she's about this far away, and she just literally goes, and you have to follow it with your eyes. So your eyes are literally just following her fingers for about a minute, which hurts a little bit because your eyes are like this. And then all of a sudden, like, she stops and she says, how do you feel? And you just say what you're feeling. And then what happens is she monitors.
Is it a bit like hypnotising?
No, because I thought that as well. And I was like, I won't be hypnotised. I just feel like I can't. My brain's always going. It's just a case. It's to do with your eye movement and getting inside into the. It's really bizarre. But anyway, she does it, and then she'll do it again. So I close my eyes. She tells the story again. Is there anything you want to change? Have you remembered anything different about the story? You remember something different, and you're like, actually, yes, it actually happened before I went in the car or after I went in the car. That happens. You do it again. And then she did it a third time. And then by the third time, like before it, she said to me, you'll either be like, some people laugh, some people cry, some people just feel nothing, some people react later. She was like, it all depends. But when she finished the third time, she was like, I had been saying how I felt. And then the last time I felt another way. And I said how I felt. And then I broke down, and it was quite emotional. And what happens is she says, like, that is the trauma coming away from your body. And over time, you remember the story much less and less. And then also, like, you're looking at it from like an outsider's point of view rather than being that girl in the situation. It's really weird. And she said, are you starting to look at it? And I was like, yeah, now I'm actually not sat in the car. I'm outside of the car. And it wasn't the car crash, because I had a car crash as well. And that was one of my lists of trauma, because I thought I was going to die and everything else. But this was like something else. But ultimately, like, I think it was all, but yeah, so it was really, really strange. And then I did feel when I left, like, really light. And I just felt very like
a weight had been lifted off your shoulders, kind of.
A little bit. And I just felt so ready for this treatment. Like, it's really weird. I got to 40, and the beginning of this year, I just felt this whole shift in everything. I was like, in the past, I've felt really
closed
in, suffocated,
couldn't
and
let
like
it out.
Couldn't let anything out, and negative and like down. And I just at the beginning of this year had this shift in me, and this was before this, obviously. But I knew it was the time was right to do this treatment.
Probably because you're looking back at them times and thinking how much happier really deep down you are now, and you must be able to think, I can
ultimately what I got from it was that it wasn't my fault. And ultimately, no one saved me. I saved myself. And it sounds really dramatic, but that is what I took from it. And obviously, I can't go into complete detail, but...
So will you go back? Do you go back again?
Well, you can go back if you want for other things, yeah. Or you can go back if you think you need it again to like help more, because it's not completely gone.
So you've not booked in for more?
No, I've just done the one session for now.
Yeah.
But like, it's quite expensive. And she has released this book. She said that this book really helps. It's called Unapologetic. Unshackle Your Shame, Reclaim Your Power. A life without shame, a life reclaimed, a life fully yours. And it's like, yeah, she says that this can do really good for like healing. But yeah, no, it was really interesting. I definitely recommend it, because even if like the trauma doesn't leave my body, I feel like either way it helped. It's because you kind of are dealing with it. I'm talking about it.
Yeah.
There's no harm in trying either. And also it's nice to open up to people, because I guess you probably don't really open up to everyone around you about certain things. So
yeah,
it's nice to go and open up to someone that doesn't know you personally.
Yeah, so that was interesting. Very deep, sorry. Well, but yeah.
Well, to lighten the mood, we did end up booking our first family holiday of the trip, didn't we, this week?
We did, of the year, you mean?
Of the year, sorry, yeah.
And Jessica's already gone Mickey Mouse mad, because she started buying silly pieces of clothing that, all right, we will all buy Mickey Mouse tops and Mickey Mouse headphone. No, what are they called?
Mini ears,
and all things. But she's gone over the top already. She's like started.
Well, it's normally her, but
buying clothes. Yeah.
No, we were in Primark actually.
You're trying to beat me to something that I'm not going to be doing. That's what's funny.
Beat you to something.
You're like, you're going to be having so many. But we're basically going to Orlando, guys, with the kids.
We're taking Presley for his birthday. He's never been to Disneyland.
Disney World in America.
No, and whenever we've been like Euro Disney or dancing on Disney on Ice, whatever it is,
I love a little merch.
We like the little bit of merch, the ears and stuff. And I will be dressing a little bit Disney. Won't you be?
Of
will be,
course.
but it's a
But
bit
you was
early.
like, you're
just-
going to be getting so much Disney, so I'm just going to get ahead of things.
Yeah. You've got to see Mummy shorts for Orlando. I mean, my legs ain't the greatest, as I've told you. They used to be absolutely beautiful.
So Mum's
in
bought
my
a pair
heydays.
of jogging bottom shorts.
No, they're really short, but
But it's very hot. You
I
do need
wore them
comfort.
sort of low, and I showed Daddy, and he, you know what Daddy's like, don't tell him no. So I said, would you think I can get away with these shorts? He looked and he went, yeah, and walked off. Didn't even look at them. But
Well, I think I did go a bit far with the trainers, but
Yeah.
they're really comfortable. Basically, we went to Primark. We were looking around. There was a
Primark
mannequin.
is the best for Disney merch, isn't
Yeah.
it? It has
Yeah.
the best Disney merch ever.
Well, I got like a t-shirt, subtle Mickey t-shirt, a little denim skirt, and then I found these trainers, and they've got like a little Diamante Disney on the laces, and then like little gold emblems around
that's
the
what
side.
we found really funny.
But I'm not going to wear them full day to a park.
No, you
they're
won't be
more
able
of like
to.
an
You might get
evening.
blisters.
No, they're actually really comfortable. You're going to be jealous.
The
of
only
my
thing
Mickey
I think
shoes.
you're
Put it on there.
forgetting is it's like, it's very, very hot when we go, right? So I think denim skirts are like stick to your body. It'd be like really uncomfortable. You've got to have like loose, short things.
Yeah, well, it's just for one look.
little t-shirts.
Listen, don't hate on my Mickey look because you haven't got any yet.
No.
You know, we're preparing very early for our holiday. It's in 5 months.
Yeah.
So we're getting Mickey and Minnie.
prepared.
Yes,
Prepared.
we are very excited about that. Yeah. What else happened at shopping? There's always a funny old story at shopping, isn't there?
Oh, when I was taking stuff back to Zara, I had to take a few things back and my water bottle leaked. So as I went and pulled it all out,
So
everything was soaking.
So I'm in M&S getting my saucers that I eventually got.
She got the saucers,
got the
guys,
saucers.
for everyone wondering.
She's now like, oh my God. I was like, what's the matter? She was like, look in my bag. My water bottle's burst. I have to take all this back to Zara. There's like 3 bits that she'd bought in the sale to take back. So I was like, go find a hand dryer and do it whilst I'm getting my saucers. So I'm trying to get my saucers. She's down in the toilets in Lakeside Shopping
was quite
Centre
funny,
drying the
actually.
clothes. But then one thing wouldn't dry because it was like an elastic waist.
But I had a pair of trousers in one dryer, I had a skirt in another dryer, and I had a dress
People
laying
must
across
have
it.
thought, what on
People
earth?
were walking in, but they found it so weird that they wouldn't look at me. And I felt
I'm not
embarrassed. So I
surprised. I
said
really
to-
think you're like homeless
I was
coming
like
in there to
this,
wash your clothes.
trying to dry it all. And I went to every person that walked through, oh, sorry for me, I just dropped my water bottle. But they looked at me as if like, don't take no notice, that woman's not all the ticket.
That's
and they
typical
literally-
UK though, isn't it?
they
America, they'd be like, oh,
ignored
let me help
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, that's just ignorance.
Literally ignored me, and like as if
Total
I was talking to
ignorance.
myself, and then I felt embarrassed. And then one old lady, thank God, I said to her, oh, do you want to use the hand dryer? Because someone wouldn't even go near the hand dryers. I was going, do you want to use the hand dryer? They were literally getting tissues and just giving me a dirty look and walking out. And I thought, I'm only drying some clothes that got wet, unless they thought I'd nicked them or something. I don't know. Anyway, the last lady, she actually was quite nice. She went to me, oh, silly you. I went, I know. But do you think I could dry one of these pairs of trousers? But good old Sarah actually took it back.
She
bless
did,
her.
didn't she? She was a little bit, but then
Yeah.
she was just like, it's fine, it's
Yeah.
water.
So, absolutely.
Little did she know with you, it could have been wine. That would have been another story. Talking of therapy, do you think like your horse riding is like therapy? Do you think it's...
Yeah, like I always say to people that having my horses is like my therapy, because I mean, I can't say I go through a lot of trauma in life day to day, but if there's ever like I just want to escape from life, go to my horses, I don't look at my phone, and I'm just in the outside with my horses.
fresh air.
No one's bothering me. They can't argue with me. They can't moan at me. They can't do it. Do you know what I mean? It's just like
Pure therapy.
therapy.
Therapeutic.
Very, very therapeutic, and like a little escape.
I'm like that with the walking. I mean, a lot of people do say they're like that at the gym, but if I'm feeling anything like that, I can't walk in the gym. I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't
see, a
wanna
lot
speak
of
to anyone,
people
I
get
don't wanna see
therapy
anyone
out
at
of
the
you
gym.
like
My
outdoors
therapy
air,
is outdoors,
don't you?
fresh air.
That's the same
walking
as me though. Like
I love that as
as long as
well.
I
Yeah.
can walk.
But mine is the gym. Mine is a good a HIIT workout, like spinning.
Yeah.
Spinning is my therapy. I love it.
Oh, I hate it.
I love it.
I do love the gym. I can't say spinning's my therapy. I'll be
No,
honest.
I like
I'd
doing
much rather be
classes, but-
outside.
Yeah, but for therapy, it's my walking.
I'm that sad that sometimes when I drive out of my local leisure centre, the David Lloyd, I thank God for having that right on my doorstep. It's so sad, but that's how good sometimes the gym makes me feel. And I mean, I know I don't look like an athletic goddess, but like just driving out, I'm like, thank you for the accessibility to a local gym and like one that I enjoy going to.
See, I'm a bit weird as well because I love the walking, and the longer I can walk, the more excited I get.
See,
We park
for me,
our car
walking I
somewhere.
find very boring.
Me too, Tally. So
I'd
boring.
rather go and
I
do
like
an
a challenge.
hour's sweaty gym session
Me too.
than go on a walk for 2 hours.
No, do you know if I
That's
was
like,
if I
I'm
went to the
excited
West
about
End,
doing loads of steps at Disney, like that.
Yeah.
I can't wait to
But
do
like,
that.
there's an aim for that, and I'm like, I'm
One-
doing fun, but I'm also getting to walk.
yeah.
1 year, I think I did 45,000 steps. Disney one day. We did 2
Isn't that a
parks.
marathon?
Yeah, it's practically, yeah.
How many steps did you do on the
I can't
marathon?
remember now. Probably around about that much.
That was the first time my boyfriend Tommy come to Disney, and that was our first day. And I think that day put him off Disney for life because he was like, "Is this what this place is all about?
Yeah,
40,000
I know,
steps
do
a
you
day." We went a bit hard on the first day.
I'm the type of person, if I went to the West End and drove my car and it broke down and you couldn't drive it back, I'd be really excited if I had to walk home.
Oh God, no! I would book myself a cab.
No, see, I'd walk home and that'd give me an excuse to walk home. Quite sad, but no, I love it. I love walking.
I wonder if there's like a reason, like you're walking.
You should join walking clubs, Mum. I'm sure there's so many walking
I know,
clubs.
I've thought about that. Sometimes I'm behind some walking clubs when I walk through the forest and that, and I always sort of
Like
say
at
to them,
least you'd have like a goal. I feel
Yeah,
like just
I see them
walking
actually in the forest.
just
Yeah.
walking into like endless, and then one day 1 hour I'm just gonna turn around. Like, that's just, there's no motivation for me. If I was on like an organised,
No, but she does the trails, and I bought her that book, didn't I? Like
yeah, I do
Essex's
do
Walks.
the trails and follow some walks.
do you ever
yeah.
take that little book?
Yeah, I do. Got a little speaker as well, so I can put music on. Remember the speaker we got from Santa Grande, whatever it's called?
Such a grande.
I put that on and I play music as we walk. It's lovely. It's just therapeutical. That's a word.
You got that one
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, she got it right. Well done. So understanding how we heal and cope probably affects our actual relationships and the love that we expect from people, which brings us nicely onto love languages and Valentine's Day. It's coming up and it's got us thinking about, you know, how different people show their love.
Well, I was laughing actually when I was shopping with Jackie, because we was looking at the lingerie and the pyjamas and everything, and Valentine's pyjamas, and I said to her, do you remember years ago we used to wear Babydolls? Do you remember Babydolls?
I don't know if I want to know about this, but
No,
go on.
no.
I know
they were
exactly
night
what a
dresses.
baby doll is, and I
Babydolls,
don't
but-
quite frankly know why you'd want to put one on your
No,
body.
you wouldn't want to wear one now, but that was what we
It's
used to
basically a
wear.
dress.
It's, you know,
Like a
when you've got
negligee
like
dress.
a bra
Yeah.
and then
Oh, it
the
just
little
goes down.
skirt
And
comes
then you
off
had
of
knickers
it.
to
Oh, I've had
match.
loads
And they've
of
got
them.
like feathers around them, and
I've
then
had
they've
loads
got
of them.
knickers.
Yeah, I never had feathers
I've had
on
all
mine.
sorts of them, trust me.
But you had the frilly knickers as well to go with them, the match.
Who's going to go sleep
Who'd
in
go
that?
sleep in them? But we did. And I know what about the slippers, the heel slippers with the big fluffy
Oh,
bow in
yeah.
front. We used to wear heel
And
slippers.
then
That was really uncomfortable.
when I was a little girl, they did little girl versions of those plastic.
yeah.
Yeah, they're
That's
like
it.
princess
Oh no, they were
shoes.
just like princess
They was
shoes.
princess shoes,
that
but
you
we
never let
used
me
to
have.
wear slippers like them with heels. They weren't comfortable. They was awful with baby dolls and frilly knickers. Imagine looking like that now. I'd look lovely. Imagine. And then you'd have,
Daddy would be like,
yeah, well,
what
okay.
the hell are you
He's
wearing?
lost- No, he'd probably put me in a home or something. But going back to Valentine's Day, have you seen the Marks and Spencer's free course dinner?
That's what we all know
Unbelievable.
that now, this day and age, you're going to go to M&S, you're going to get the dine-in. This year, it's actually not even a joke. It's 5.
They always do the best.
It's starter, main, side, dessert, and a bottle of bubbly, but like Prosecco or the Cremant
Yeah,
Brut.
for £25.
Or like you
for
get all
two.
these other drinks as well.
Yeah.
25 quid.
And Tally, there's a beef
2
Wellington.
people.
So you remember the year.
Oh, there's lobster,
I
prawns,
try
everything.
to cook
You-
beef Wellington on
Me and
on
Daddy had to go out. It
Valentine's.
was your Valentine's night. So you wanted to cook for Tommy indoors.
I've got a photo of it on my phone.
Yeah. So you asked me to buy the beef, and I was too mean to buy you fillet steak because I thought, I'm not spending 30, 40
Typical
quid on a
her.
piece of fillet steak.
Is that why it was so hard?
It was so, do you not remember?
Are you joking?
You
told
sent me
that was
yeah, but you
proper-
sent me and Daddy out. So me and Daddy had to go out and spend a fortune on Valentine's dinner that we didn't even
So
want.
I took the brunt for how bad that beef Wellington was, just because you wouldn't go
It was
buy
a
me
piece
a good
of
bit of beef.
some sort of piece of beef I bought. I thought I ain't buying
it
fillet
was a
steak.
stone out the garden. I think it was.
Oh, it
that
was
hard.
really hard.
You are so
I
tight.
came home and I said to you, "How was the beef Wellington?" And you went, "Tommy said it was really, really tough."
We was trying to cut into it, and I was thinking,
Oh, what a
dear.
shame.
It was a shame, but what mother goes out and buys a daughter a piece of fillet steak and
Yeah,
goes
why
out and
didn't
has
you
a-
buy it?
I probably did. I
You
don't
didn't.
remember.
I bought it for you. 'cause
I've
you
got a
wasn't-
photo of it
You was
somewhere
at
on my
school
phone.
at the time, so you wasn't really earning a lot of money or anything. And I thought, I'll get you the bit of beef, but I ain't buying you fillet. Bloody cheek.
Yeah, so they've got a beef Wellington, they've got prawns, lobster dishes.
Do you know what it's like?
Apparently-
Do you know what is my guilty pleasure? And like, and that's why I love M&S, because they literally do it best. You know, like seasons and what do you call it? Not events,
Seasoning?
but no.
Oh.
Like seasons of the year.
Yeah.
like M&S just do it best. Like Easter, they will have the best Easter treats, food, meals, and then Valentine's, they do the best. Like they'll have like desserts in the shapes of hearts and all this stuff. Like they just literally do
They've
it
got
best.
a horse Easter egg, but
I
Presley
know,
can't have it.
the little Shetland. Have you seen
we are
it?
going through the milk ladder actually with Presley at the minute. We're on stage 3.
What's the third stage?
He's having pancakes now, although you know what he's like about being fussy. So he won't eat it. But I'm like, just eat the pancake. It's unbelievable. You're going to love it.
He's mad. He'd love that.
Oh, so trying to get that down him. But
did you give it to him like a physical pancake or to like cut it?
Both. But yeah, so hopefully that goes well. But do you know where Valentine's Day comes from?
No.
No, I don't actually know anything.
Any
behind
guesses?
it.
Cupid or something, isn't it?
So yeah, Cupid's like the
angel,
the god
that shoots the
yeah.
Cupid bow.
But it actually comes from Saint Valentine, a Roman priest, and he used to secretly marry couples when marriage was banned.
Really? Why was
Really?
marriage banned?
Why was
Don't
marriage-
know.
yeah.
He was then jailed and executed.
Oh, poor sod. Just for marrying someone.
And then because of
No.
that, the day after became associated with love, letters and romance. So it started with something actually quite tragic,
Yeah.
but now it's all about love, chocolates and roses.
See, we've never ever looked into that, have we? We've never said to ourselves, wonder what Valentine's Day is about.
Do you know what I don't quite understand?
Well, I knew about Saint
And
Valentine, but I didn't know that was what happened to him.
I might get crucified for this, and I'm sorry to all the parents, but I don't really understand parents that now turn Valentine's Day into all about their kids. And I don't quite understand it. Like Valentine's is now for the kids, and like
Is it?
the kids wake up and there's like the kids have got a Valentine's breakfast, a Valentine's card,
Yeah,
a Valentine's
card,
chocolate,
yeah,
and I'm like,
it's a bit-
Well, no, I think it's just
I
like
don't- it's like my little
decorating it
loves,
with
of
hearts
course.
and stuff.
No, like people, like say like you on Valentine's, like you'd get Valentine's card for Presley, a cake for him, a chocolate, a dinner.
No.
for him.
He gets me a card on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, like I don't quite get it. Like
Well,
some
he
people
makes
I
one at
see
school.
online, like on Instagram and stuff.
They do it all
Valentine's
up,
Day is now
yeah.
full of kids and like.
You know what?
Valentine's
It's just
pajamas.
everything's an opportunity for an Instagram post. That's why.
Yeah, it
That's
probably
exactly
is.
why. That's
Yeah.
why all this stuff, like Christmas starts in September, Easter starts in January.
Oh, they've got Easter eggs out already.
Oh yeah, it's been out
I can't
since
get my head around that one.
the start
Before
of Jan.
Christmas, I
Yeah,
Yeah, there'll be fireworks out next week. You watch.
it's
yeah.
mental.
It's mad.
But the chocolate box origin came from Richard Cadbury, created the first ever heart-shaped box of chocolates for Valentine's Day in
Really?
1861. Around 10,000 people proposed in the UK on Valentine's Day, although it still is behind Christmas Day in popularity for engagements. So Christmas Day is higher than Valentine's
I'm shocked
Day.
that people.
I think it's because Valentine's Day is too obvious.
Yeah, but I'm shocked
Yeah,
that
and I
people
think it's a
propose
little bit cringe.
on Christmas Day.
I wouldn't want to get engaged on Valentine's. I'd rather get on Christmas Day, wouldn't you?
Yeah, me and Will got engaged randomly at the end of February on a ski trip. But because of circumstances, he was meant to do it on the 28th, the day before, and he couldn't. So it had to be the day after, which was the 29th,
A leap
because
year.
it was a leap year. Yeah, and they say that it's the only day that women are allowed to propose, on the 29th.
Oh, right, okay.
But then he did it on the 29th.
Well, we
but
got
yeah.
married on the 13th, and everyone says, oh, it's an unlucky day. Unlucky. We didn't get married on a Friday, but we did get married on the 13th.
Yeah.
But we've had 40 odd years, haven't we?
So did you know the total UK spending on Valentine's Day is roughly 880 million annually? Popular gifts include flowers, 4 million bouquets, so 4 million bouquets of flowers,
mental,
with
isn't
over
it?
5% of annual rose sales occurring on this single day. Yeah, because if you go to buy like from a florist, like roses on Valentine's Day, they're like triple the price.
I know,
It's
that's where I think
mental.
it's really naughty, because they shouldn't do that. And do you know what? I think
Because
they're
they're going to
is it?
sell loads, aren't they? So they have to, otherwise they're just going to be...
Well, no, just double the quantity, and they'd still double the amount anyway. But
It
they
is
shouldn't-
silly
they shouldn't
how
take
much
the
they go
liberties.
up.
It's not fair, and I feel sorry for the young generation of today. Like these young boys that have probably they're at work and they don't earn a fortune, but they could even be studying, and they feel pressured to buy the girl a
Do you know what
bouquet
is
of
so
flowers.
beautiful?
It's
And
not fair.
I know we were speaking about it already, but the M&S roses, you picked them up last week, didn't you?
Yeah, they're amazing.
They're so beautiful. They're like £25 and you get a bouquet that's quite a good size. And
They're
they're,
about 12 roses.
they're like a blush pink colour. They are
They're like
so
this big.
beautiful.
They are so nice. But I'd rather... Yeah, I'm going to say to Will, like, don't buy me flowers on Valentine's Day. It's just
Buy me the day
I'd
before.
rather-
buy me them the day before. And
That's
make
what I
sure
always say to
they're
people.
there.
Yeah, I say that to Daddy. Don't waste your money, but make sure you buy some. If it's the week after,
But I'd be happy with them M&S blush pink roses.
Yeah.
I think they're beautiful.
I'll let your boyfriend know.
Oh, yeah, she gets, like,
Yeah.
bouquets, like, the size of this table. with
she used to in the
diamond
early
rings and
days. I think
stuff.
that all happens with everyone. You always get spoilt the first so
I
many
never
years.
forget I opened it because we were so young. I think it was like 16.
The
I
teddy
opened
bear.
Tommy's boot and it was a massive big teddy bear and then a bunch of red roses. It was very cute.
I think nowadays with Valentine's Day, it's a big take on, as you know, like the dinners are fortunes to eat
Yeah,
out.
everywhere like charges double the price, doesn't it?
That's why I think you're just better off to go to.
You two are 100% going to be down the local pub, aren't you? Or like the meal deal or something.
We're going to get the meal deal from Marks and Spencer's and maybe.
Yeah, I
just
think I
pop
might
out
do that this year.
a glass of rosé wine or something. Yeah, it makes sense.
I like cooking at home.
You like being at home anyway. You like cooking.
Mum, was Valentine's Day big in your area? Like in your age? Like
yeah,
back
she
when
says
you
she
were
wore the Babydolls and the heeled slippers. We heard her.
Yeah, that's where the Babydolls come.
Did you get big? Did you get big bouquets of roses? Was that a thing?
I think I did. Yeah, Daddy. Well, to be honest with you, before I was married, I did used to get quite a few different bunches.
Oh, right.
Sorry, they used to come knocking at the door.
Because it used to be a thing like
We used to hide
You got
them.
like a love letter.
What
and
do you
like,
mean from different men?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Because if a man fancied you, you didn't know who sent you. I mean, them days it was secret as well. Like I can remember Daddy. He was not the romantic type, but because he's whatever he sent me, it meant more to me than anything. Like random boys that fancied you or whatever, you'd get a bouquet of flowers and. Mum would hide underneath my bed. She'd go, oh, "Don't let."
That's
Mark
quite an
see
old
this.
thing, isn't it? You'd get like letters
Yeah.
and you didn't.
Yeah.
Well, I
You
didn't,
didn't know
but
who it was from.
You
We
didn't
used
know
to
who
do
it
it
was
in our locker at
from.
school.
Yeah.
Like,
Daddy's-
every time you go in on Valentine's Day and you'd go in and go, please let there be a card in my locker,
That's
please.
it, yeah, it
And
was
when
just-
there wasn't, it was really sad.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying to you. It was exciting times, and now it's all about what you get and how big's the bunch of flowers. You can Instagram it all. But I can remember Daddy bought me a card, a Valentine's card. I'll never forget it. I kept it, and I've still got it to this day. That was the first Valentine's I ever had with him. And all it was a card with a flower on the front, and inside all it said was, "With love." That was it. He ripped
So it
with
wasn't
love.
a Valentine's Day card, it was just a card.
It was just a card.
I
but with
always
love.
remember-
and it meant so much to me. I kept that card all my life.
I always remember, I think I was only about 13. I went to an all-girls school and I remember saying to my best friend Billy, oh, I've never had a Valentine's card. Like, don't even know what it is. And he sent me a Moonpig Valentine's card.
Oh,
So
that's so
and it was
sweet.
like, your first Valentine's card. And it was like pictures of
that's
us. I
just
think I've got a
Billy all
photo
over,
of
bless
it.
That's
him.
Billy all
I
over, isn't
know.
he? He's one angel.
Did you ever do love letters?
Well, I did all the time. I mean,
Well, they didn't have phones, did they?
No.
So
And
Yes,
they
I
were
guess
like
that was your
books.
form of
communicating.
communicating.
I've still got a box of them indoors. Lots of love letters.
You've still got your love letters.
Oh.
Grow up. Please.
I don't know why I did
What would-
keep them actually.
what would Dad's perfect idea of Valentine's Day be? Watching the football.
Yeah, watching the football, taking
be.
me out, and there'd be football on.
Does
and
Dad actually? I actually don't think Dad even gets you flowers for Valentine's Day anymore, does he? Because
How about Christmas Day? That's what. Once again, Christmas Day flowers are double the price. He just.
I don't know why he gets you flowers on Christmas Day.
Why does he get you Christmas Day flowers?
I don't know. It's like an old-fashioned thing.
And then this year they turned up at the pub and everyone was like, who are they for? I went, oh, sorry, they're, my dad does that every Christmas. Everyone was like, what? I was like, I don't know, it's just his thing he does.
I know.
Because I always remember when, obviously I have moved out now, but all the years that I've lived at your house, you basically got the most beautiful bunch of flowers every year because I didn't have a house and mine used to just sit in your kitchen.
Yeah, that's right. Actually,
So
I did used to get those ones,
you
yeah.
got the benefit of my lovely flowers.
yeah, it's true.
I used to try and take them up to my room and they'd die within a day. Do you remember?
Yeah, it was too hot, so I used to say leave them downstairs. They'd be okay.
And apparently pets are included in this. UK pet owners are increasingly buying gifts for their animals.
This is what I'm saying. It's like kids and animals are now, I just can't
They're
get my head
part of
around
Valentine's
it. I
now,
think it's
isn't it?
mental.
So, fun fact, I passed my driving test on Valentine's Day.
Oh, did you?
Did you have a Valentine that year?
Yeah,
You did?
yeah. We went driving around in my car. And I woke up the next day with neck ache because it was a gear stick.
Yeah.
You know, manual.
Manual.
Did you
And,
go get like a drive-through?
Don't know, God knows. We were out all day and night in it. It was £750, my first car, white Punto. And manual. And yeah, I passed it on Valentine's Day. So we've got some stories from our listeners about Valentine's Day. John Stone, my girlfriend sent her twin sister on a date because she was sick. I bet that happens so much. Like,
That's got to have happened a few, like identical twins. That is quite
Yeah.
funny. You'd do that for a laugh,
is
wouldn't
really
you?
funny.
I reckon
would
that
do that for a
happens
laugh.
like every time a twin dates someone. I bet they go.
Yeah,
just,
100%.
I can't
Let's
bother
try
to
and
go
trick
tonight.
him.
Yeah. Or I can't bother tonight. Can you go take my place?
Can you imagine?
That would be so fun.
I'd also like to just play the game to see if he felt like would
Yeah.
work out that she looks a bit different or she seems a bit different.
Yeah, I definitely think they test boyfriends.
It
and
must be
stuff.
really hard when you think about it for the boy, because say like the boy falls in love with the identical twin, but
Well, if he
he's got another
fancies
there.
one, you must, as a twin sister, think, well, you obviously fancy my sister because she looks the same as me.
Yeah.
I think you'd be surprised, and like twins would get offended because like they are their own people.
Of course, but like there must be a bit of that. You must think, well, if I'm your type, so is my sister.
Holly Bratt, my other half forgot to get me flowers. There were none left, so he got me a cauliflower.
Well, I think the fault's still there. Isn't
It's
it?
quite funny, really.
Yeah.
I'd be like, make it collie cheese, and I'll forgive you.
Yeah.
So, love languages. Let's discuss that. What is your love language?
What do you mean? What's love language?
So, love languages are
How do you like express your love, or how
and
do you,
how what love
and your
yeah.
emotions?
and how what is your exactly. How do you express your love?
What's your way of like expressing your love to
what do you
someone?
think Mum's love language is? Acts of service. When
Yeah, I mean, she's
feeling
not
it?
like the biggest hugger.
Oh, she's definitely not touched.
No, I don't think she's touchy. I think she's more like loves a little message or a comment.
You think words of affirmation?
Yeah, she's always like, love you, that kind of thing.
She never says that to me, huh?
Well, she's probably had a few wines when she's done that, but
Okay, so words of affirmation is one. So like you verbally say it, you reassure with words, you message nice things, you give compliments, encouragement. Acts of service is another. So like doing things to help, take things off of someone's plate, just be, acts of service. Quality time, so undivided attention, presence.
Probably a bit me. Give all my time up for you kids.
Right. Physical touch, affection, closeness, like, you
give a cuddle or whatever.
cuddle, things like that, but intimacy. And receiving gifts, thoughtful gestures, and not about the money.
I'd say mum's is acts of service because she's like a big helper, always wants to make sure everyone's
Yeah.
got everything going on right.
Like if you need her, like she'll be there.
Yeah, I think mum's is probably acts of service. Yours, I feel like, would be either words of affirmation or you're not the biggest physical touch, but then I do also think you've got a little bit of that.
Yeah, I think I'm words of affirmation and physical touch.
Yeah, I agree.
What are you?
I don't know. You're to answer that one, aren't you?
Well, you must know yours.
I am a bit of a gifter. Like wherever I go, I think she'll like that, he'll like that. I do like a little gift.
You like receiving them as well.
No, but I do like giving.
But I
He does
mean-
like giving them.
Yeah, but I think like with like Tommy, what do you want from Tommy? Do you like what makes you know? What makes you know your boyfriend loves you? What acts of
Words.
words of affirmation?
like
Does he give words of affirmation? I can't imagine him being like that.
sometimes, but you're asking me what I'd like, and that's what I like.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
didn't expect that.
I think, or like acts of service. I always think like the little things. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
thanks for doing that.
Showing
that
up.
really helps. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think things like that is what probably means the most. Little things.
I think I'm probably what I give, I think, is words of affirmation as well.
Sorry, that's what I was saying. Of what
No.
I think you give is words of affirmation and physical touch.
Yeah, but I also think they're what I want as well.
Right. So what would you say that I give?
I think your time, quality time.
Yeah, maybe.
You're quite present when someone needs you. Don't know. It's a hard one, isn't it? What do you think Dad is?
Buys the random bunch of flowers once a year.
Yeah. I don't know, he's a funny one.
Is
Because,
he gifts?
Yeah, he does like giving gifts.
Because he's not words of affirmation,
No,
that's for sure.
No.
Is he physical touch?
No.
Not
No.
overly.
Maybe, what about acts of service? Like, I know he doesn't do a lot, but if he does go and clean the windows, that really
it
makes you
really
happy,
makes
doesn't
me
it?
happy, yeah.
So, like,
When
I
he
feel
does something-
like when he does
what I
something
do,
like that,
I may nag or say, not even nag, I might say, can you do this? And he might say, oh, it's my only day off. But then he realises and then
Yeah.
he gets up. He never used to, but he gets up now and does it.
yeah. So I feel like
And then
He
I
has no
feel
choice.
Dad's
yeah.
is probably acts of service because that means
and the
most to
dishwasher
you.
is emptying. Like you've been in all morning, I've been out. The dishwasher's still not emptied.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden he'd get up because he's not thought about doing it, but he'd get up and he'll unload it.
I think
That's
mine's the same. I want acts of service back.
Yeah.
Just like little things.
Little
like go and
things
do
that
the
matter.
food shop,
Oh, acts of service,
clean the fridge
Don't
out
let me
and
have to
reload
say
it.
that
Little things like
bins
that makes me
the
happy.
bins full.
Oh,
you
I
know.
think when it comes to like household, women and men, I think that's a whole,
100%.
honestly, the bridge that there is. Like, and I think the way to say it is, you like living a certain way, and I like living a certain way, and unfortunately,
Meet in the middle and do it.
please compromise and just try and live the way I want to live.
Yeah, and I mean, I've got to say the worst job ever is picking up dog poo, and I've got to say he does that all the time. So I look and I go, you see,
So
there's
that
dog
makes
poo in the
you
garden.
happy that Daddy picks
There,
up dog
and then all
poo.
of a sudden I see him, he's gone, and I look and I think, oh, good.
So mummy's love language is
Dog
picking
poo.
up dog poo.
Yeah.
Can mismatched love languages ruin relationships? I definitely think it causes a barrier for sure.
I think if you're very opposite, it must be very
Me and Will have got
hard.
different love languages. I know we have. And it does sometimes.
I'd say yours are very similar.
No, they're not, Mum. We're different in that. And it does cause
Jess's
a little
love
bit.
language is Will saying, do you want to go down the pub?
No, that isn't it.
Because she always wants him to, and he doesn't
Yeah.
want
Or
to.
should we
No.
go to Selfridges?
No, like
Champagne.
we're just different in our love languages. And
But then
it
I
does
also think if sometimes you're too samey,
Yeah.
you clash. So
Maybe.
You've
Yeah.
got to be a bit different.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes because they're so, lots of men are so cold in the way of showing their feelings, I think sometimes it's quite hurtful. You feel a bit.
I think that's a big difference
Yeah.
between men and women. I think
that's
men
hard.
struggle to show their
But
affection,
then-
and
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
struggle with that.
But then you look at some men that are really gushy and really like.
Too
Yeah,
much.
that's
And
the
then you
thing.
think,
I wouldn't want it too
Oh,
much.
no, I couldn't
Yeah.
have that.
Yeah, but you
Agreed.
want a little.
You want a
bit.
little bit as a compromisation.
Yeah.
They do take the piss, to be honest, don't they? Men, they really take the piss if they can get away with it. They really do.
In what sense, hon?
I just think they do. I just think like if they could get away with just doing their usual thing, watching
the bare
football,
minimum.
the bare minimum,
God, yeah.
and you waited on a man and thought they'd let you do
yeah,
it.
It is a hindrance to them.
Yeah.
Doing anything other than what they want to do
Do
when they want to
is
do
a
it is a
hindrance, yeah,
hindrance. Whereas
definitely.
women are naturally caregivers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's, I think, where the clash is between men and women. Well, I speak very generally here. I'm sure it's the complete opposite in certain households as well with men and women. And
Yeah.
the men are the ones that were more, you know,
Deb and
yeah. But I definitely think that's something that causes a big conflict.
No one's perfect.
Nobody is perfect. Everyone's got their little, you know, and I
and
think that's what you have to remember.
accept
You have to
people for what
remind
they
each
are,
other
yeah.
when you have these rows, like silly rows over who's took the bins out or whatever it might be. You have to it can explode sometimes, and then you have to come back to the room and be like, look,
It was just a bin.
yeah,
Take the bin out.
Yeah.
All is good.
If you just do this and I just do this, if I stop nagging as much, but you just do a bit more, then we can meet in the middle.
Yeah.
But then it's, yeah. And that takes us perfectly onto right or wrong. So, handwritten cards matter more than any expensive gifts.
Yeah,
Yes,
all day long.
all day
I
long.
always say to my partner, Christmas or birthday, I don't really care what you get me. Please make sure you've wrote something in the card.
Yeah.
That for me is
I mean, who
always-
doesn't write in a card?
Some
Yeah,
people
but I know
write
what
bare
you mean.
minimum.
I
Some
mean,
people
do
don't
you know
get
what?
cards.
Even
Like
if-
my friend, her husband never used to buy a card, and it used to
I
hurt
know. See, a
her
nice card
so
with words
much.
is really means a lot to me.
But I think he's learnt recently because she's literally been like,
But even to make a card, I think even if you made a card, it means so much.
I mean, you're pushing it there, Mum. I don't
I mean,
think many
yeah.
men
Can
are
you
making
imagine
a
Daddy
card.
sitting there with a
Arts
stencil
and
and paper
crafts,
and
come on.
freaking, come on.
Send him to school with Presley, why don't you?
Yeah, he can barely get to the shop to buy a card, let alone.
Yeah, that's true.
You're asking for a lot there, but a little word with a biro pen wouldn't hurt.
I keep, when Will writes me really lovely words in cards, I keep them on the side for about 6 months.
Oh,
No
yeah,
joke.
for sure.
I'm like, let the world see it.
Yeah, I leave my card.
Because you don't tell me otherwise. It's like, oh, so you do feel that way about me.
Yeah.
Couples who go OTT on Valentine's Day are trying to prove something.
Sometimes
Sometimes,
what's
but-
shown online isn't always what's...
Yeah. What's behind the
The
behind.
OTT stuff on Instagram is so mundane. It's just like,
I mean, how many pictures are we going to see this year of someone in a bed with balloons up there and the
Yeah, and the
flowers?
red
Oh, yeah.
roses covering the room. It's like,
Yeah,
where
but
you
she's had all that.
She's
Where
had
are you
all that.
putting them? I've had a lovely, beautiful bunch of flowers.
I
I'm
do
not
remember
laying in the
one
bed with
year.
roses all around me. Come on.
And they put it in the bath and like they take them away on holiday and the room's filled with flowers
Oh,
and the
the
bath's all
dream,
with
eh?
petals
the
and
dream.
everything.
Well, I do wonder, what is Brooklyn going to do for Nicole, whatever her name is, this year for
Nicola.
Valentine's Day?
Oh, God, she's getting the world, isn't she?
She's getting a lot of roses this year. I
That
reckon.
post is going to be like the
Yeah.
minute Valentine's Day hits,
hits.
12:01 in the
Yeah.
night. Boom, that post is going
Yeah.
out. To my love.
Yeah. Definitely. No, you know what'll happen? He'll have another tattoo, won't he?
David and Victoria will be dancing to Islands in the Stream.
Yeah. I love that dance though. That's so good when they do that. Yes.
You can tell if you fancy someone within the first 5 minutes.
Don't know. You can answer that.
Have you never fancied anyone?
In the first 5 minutes, I can't say I have. No.
No.
No?
No.
She gets all shy, look.
Have you?
You do make me laugh. Yes, are you crazy? Of course you have. What, fancied someone in your life in the first 5 minutes? Absolutely.
I thought you mean like going on a first date or something and knowing you fancy them in the first 5 minutes.
No, I just mean like fancying
She means
someone.
like you
when you're
walk in
younger, I'm
somewhere
talking
and
about obviously pre-marriage and love of my life, whatever. But yeah, you can know within 5 minutes if you fancy someone.
Yeah, you might walk into a club or something and see this really good looking boy.
Good looking, yeah.
I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong.
Fancy, I
10
feel
minutes
like it's a
later,
bit-
you might be like, ugh. But
Yeah.
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 Couples should have separate duvets.
Why?
If you pull it off and then you've got no duvet in the night.
Oh,
No, just get an
don't
extra
pull-
big duvet.
Yeah, don't pull that duvet off me. Oh no.
I feel like if you've got a small, I know a couple that have got separate duvets.
Got 2 single duvets?
Yeah,
Really?
I'll tell you after who. Yeah, a lot of
Yeah,
couples don't
no.
share the same bed. Apparently, it's becoming really common.
I'm an old-fashioned person. I think once you start doing that, it sort of like separates your marriage a bit.
Yeah,
I just feel that my mum, I think it's because you come back from old school, my mum and dad never ever separated from their bed.
Yeah.
They was always in with 5 kids as well.
I
Yeah,
think
they
so.
was, wasn't they? Like a lot of
Yeah.
older couples do. Like Nanny and Granddad, they stopped sleeping in the same bed. When,
Yeah.
Only
like,
because when
Granddad
he
used
came
to.
ill. Yeah.
Well, no, years and years ago,
Oh, yeah.
like when Granddad used to snore and stuff.
Yeah. Lots
But
of people do.
your mum, Nanny Pat, they never
They
separated,
never-
did they?
No.
Yeah.
No, and then beds, them days, the beds were small. Like we've got all super king beds and
yeah. So you don't even
Yeah.
really need a separate
No.
duvet now because the duvets are massive anyway. But most arguments start because someone is hungry.
Yeah.
I think a lot of men are like that.
Yeah,
I get very hangry though. I'm not gonna lie. I do get very hangry.
I think everyone gets a bit hangry.
Yeah,
Babies,
no, I
kids get
don't.
hangry.
No, I don't, but I think men do. Man's hungry.
You get wine-gry.
Daddy
She gets wine-gry.
hangry.
Keep the wine away from
you
her.
do.
She did it yesterday. There was, yeah.
No, I did. It's
You
because you wanted
did.
to order the wrong wine.
No,
and I said, no,
you
I
were
don't like that
very,
wine.
very wine-gry yesterday.
Oh, shut up.
It was just like, oh.
Yeah.
Daddy gets hangry. He goes
Over
on,
food.
He does. He goes on the
Got to
turn.
do it properly, yeah. Only very rarely.
You can love someone and still need space from them.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Don't know.
Ish, maybe.
Don't really. You never need space from daddy.
No. But, I don't know.
Yeah, but you naturally have space from Daddy every day because he goes to work.
Yeah.
So like it's like imagine them being on top of you morning to
Oh,
night.
that-
I guess
no,
you'd be a bit
I
like,
couldn't suffer. I
give me
couldn't
an
do
hour.
that. No, that'd give me the
Yeah,
do you know what I
actually.
mean? I'd feel like no one really is with their partner from morning to night.
Yeah, that's
If they are,
every
they must get on
day.
each other's nerves. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
you
need
probably
space.
naturally just would be a bit. Give
I
me a
think
bit of
both
my own
partners need
space.
space, yeah.
You should never go to bed angry. I'm a big one for that. I cannot go to bed on an argument. With Will, I just can't, and he's quite stubborn, so I have to always be the one. Unless he knows he's in the wrong, he will eventually give in and be like, what he'll do is he won't say like, you know, he'll just start trying to ask me random questions, and he knows by my tone or the silence whether I'm okay or not. But I hate going to bed angry. I think you just need to go, right,
Yeah,
this
it's
is
nice
ridiculous.
to like, clear your head, isn't it?
Yeah, let's sort this out before going to sleep on an argument.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mum's Madness, what have you got for us?
So some years ago, I went on holiday to South Africa with my son. And I always say to him, I'd love to fly through the air. I love trapezing. I love doing all these things in this, like being up high, being thrown
free is
around
what
and
you mean.
everything. Anyway,
Like free falling.
yeah, he genuinely took me to the height of what I said. So we goes to the top of mountain. He drives all the way up this mountain to Table Mountain, and he says to me, Mum, come on, I'm going to give you your wish that you've always asked for. So I said, what's that, Mark? He said, come on, just put this on, Mum. So here I am, the 3 men putting this helmet on my
I
head,
watched the video with
Big-
Tommy the other day. We was absolutely crying. It's hilarious.
putting a parachute on my back and everything. And I said, no, Mark, hang on a minute. No, I don't want to do this. Anyway, there's these 3 big hunky men pushing me to the.
No, she has to run down the hill and jump off. Like, it's not like she's jumping out of a plane.
It was absolutely terrifying.
I think we need to show the video for context.
Yeah. And I'm shouting to my son saying, no, don't do this. He's going, come on, Mum, you'll be fine. And I get to the top of it and they're pushing me off this mountain now. I'm thinking, oh my God, what am I going to do? Man's on the back of me with the parachute. And he's saying to me, remember to take some selfies with this stick. I said, selfies? Well, I swore at him so much. I said, fucking get me down. I'm shouting. And you see, I look like a lunatic. I'll show you.
It's giving Gillian McKeith on I'm a Celeb, because, you know, when Gillian McKeith gets to the point, she goes, oh, she passes out. As she's running down this hill, she starts to do this like wow, and it's like honestly, it's just
where is it on the? Oh, I've got it. So we're going to show this on the Instagram. If you're listening, you have to refer to it, but I'll play it anyway.
It's easy. Look, they're laughing. Look.
Oh no, I'm really scared. Oh, I'm really scared. No, I don't want to do this.
Mum, it's fine.
I don't want to do it, Mum.
No, it's easy. Look.
Can I hold on to anybody? What do I hold on to?
no one's listening to
I'm
her.
really scared.
Mum, relax.
No, which way?
Mark's trying to play it down.
Daddy,
Sorry,
Mark, run.
Oh my God! Oh,
Run.
oh no!
It's that part. At the end.
Oh my God.
Honestly.
I mean, it's like Del Boy and Rodney, honestly. It's just so
Was it
funny.
really high, like when you was flying
I
down?
don't even know. I can't remember now. Just was
I'd love
screaming.
to do that.
Yeah, I'd get a thrill
You
out of
kept
that.
saying to me, take a selfie. You had the camera like that. You get to keep taking your selfies of yourself. I didn't take one.
Oh, so
Yeah,
funny.
so that was my madness a few years ago.
And that wraps us up nicely for this week's Wright at Home. I hope you loved it. Please subscribe and follow, and we will see you on Friday for the right advice. And happy Valentine's Day.